So, really, what has gotten me to the state I am today, which is honestly the woman of my dreams, at least version 1, because I feel like every year there's going to be a different woman of my dreams. But version 1, I can honestly say this year I have become the first version of the woman of my dreams. And a lot of that has come from not caring. Now, when I say not caring, I mean choosing not to nurture and grow things that do not serve me. To care for something is to grow and nurture it. So I can care for my body, I can care for my mind, I can care for my soul, I can care for my partner, I can care for my friends, I can care for my family. But am I going to care about negative comments? Am I going to grow and nurture those negative comments? No. Am I going to grow and nurture the self-doubt? No. Am I going to grow and nurture negative thoughts? No. You can replace that word with anything. What are you choosing to not care about anymore? And when I say care, I just mean not to grow and nurture. This video is not about becoming a nonchalant person. I'm very much a chalant person, but about the things that I want to grow and nurture in my life. And so if there's a relationship not serving me, am I going to care about it, grow and nurture it? No. Am I saying I'm not bothered by the fact that I'm not able to give to this relationship anymore? No. There's a difference between grieving something and caring about something. Caring is when you are still putting your energy and attention into this thing. Grieving is knowing that this used to be something that you gave your energy and attention to, and you are choosing to no longer do so. So another example of this, if I were to care about what other people would think about my YouTube channel or just who I am as a person, I would be growing and nurturing those negative thoughts, those negative comments, the self-doubt. I would be growing and nurturing those things if I chose to care about it. They are things that come up in my mind, but I do not give any energy and attention to it. Therefore, I am able to be the person I am today. And the more I choose not to care, which is to not grow or nurture those comments, those thoughts, the more I become the person that I admire, that I love, that actually feels like the authentic, real, raw, best version of me. Because I am choosing not to grow and nurture those thoughts and comments. And I'm choosing to care and grow and nurture the calling that I feel, which is to do it anyway. Even if it does feel scary, even if I still do get comments, even if I do have moments of self-doubt creep in, I choose to not grow and nurture those thoughts or those comments, but I choose to grow and nurture the person I am who still does it, who does not care. You become powerful when you stop caring. You become so powerful when you stop caring about the things that do not serve you. This is situations, places, thoughts, comments, people. When you choose not to grow and nurture the things that you know are not for you, you become the best version of yourself. When you listen to the things that you know are meant for you, which is sometimes the thing that people will have the most to say about, it doesn't matter. Choose not to care about that. Choose not to grow and nurture those comments or those thoughts, and choose to grow and nurture what you know feels best in your soul. Okay? That is how I became the woman of my dreams this year. And wow, these birds are funny. Sounds like a monkey almost, actually. Whoa. And I will continue to become the woman of my dreams version 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to infinity when I choose to continue not caring about the things that do not serve me. Now, there's a difference between being bothered and just not caring. Like I said, caring is choosing to nurture and grow something. Being bothered comes from something, from your past. In childhood, you're told to care about what people think. You're told to people please. You're told to, this is different for everyone. But in my case, I was told to people please. I was told to fit in. I was told to, do what's the consensus, right? And not step outside of that. So when I feel myself getting a little bit bothered by something, I realize it's from my past conditioning. But I choose not to care about it, grow and nurture it, by choosing to move in the new direction I know is best for me in my life. That is how I became the woman of my dreams. If it's not something that you can grow and nurture in a beneficial way for you in your life in the direction you'd like to see yourself heading, it does not deserve a second glance. okay? And things can change later in the future, but for right now, it just does not deserve a second glance. If I were to grow and nurture the part of me that wants to be relatable to everyone and to fit in with everyone, I would become a museum of everyone else in my life rather than really truly getting to know the real, raw, authentic me, which is leading me closer and closer to the ideal version of myself, which I can honestly proudly say I am today. Like I said, version 1, she's going to continue to evolve, but I reached the place where I am today because I chose to not care about being relatable, because I chose to not care about being able to fit in. And that was a huge journey. Huge journey. It did not happen overnight. And it still today, I need to make little shifts and adjustments because of what I have done for the majority of my life, which is choose to fit in and choose to be relatable and choose to feel safe in that, knowing that I'm not so different than everyone else. But the truth is, we are all so different. Even though we are a lot of the same, we are all so different. And it's those different parts of ourselves that lead us closer to the best versions of ourselves. And I think a great example is like, imagine the Wright brothers, the people who invented planes, right? If they listened to everyone who was like, oh, that's impossible. Like, you can't create a flying object in the sky that travels miles across the planet. Like, that's impossible. If they listened to that, and they chose to care, to grow and nurture those comments of people saying that's impossible, you know, like you can't do that. If they chose to grow and nurture those comments from other people, there would never have been planes today. That's such a random example, but it goes into so many other aspects of life. There are so many things that at first people will think is crazy or people won't get it. It's okay that they don't get it. What matters is that you get you and your purpose here. And when you find that, go with it. Go with your purpose. Follow what feels right. Not to be all Disney, but like follow your heart. I know that's so Disney, but like it's so fucking true. Sorry, I'm just looking at the rest of my notes. So this is your sign to take a chance on yourself, okay? Take a chance on yourself in the person that you'd like to see yourself becoming. And choose to do it through not caring, growing or nurturing the comments that are not serving you, the opinions that are not serving you, the people that are not serving you, the environments that are not serving you, okay? And you can do it. It's going to be a journey. There's going to be uncomfortable moments, but that's okay. It's okay that it's uncomfortable. You see that cat, right? I was like, I only saw it in the camera at first. I was like, is that a fucking coyote? I'm at an Airbnb right now, so I'm not scared of that. But I read the book this year, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and in the book it states that the number one thing holding you back from being the person you want to be or accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish is the fear of criticism. So not caring, choosing not to grow and nurture negative comments, negative thoughts, like all of these things is so essential to becoming the person that you would like to become. So you can probably tell I'm not in my usual setting right now. I'm actually at a Malibu Airbnb. I wanted to come out here for a few days just to spend some time to myself and just reflect on the year and the year to come. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because before I came here, like there were comments from some of my family and friends like, oh, you're coming out here by yourself. Like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, everything's fine. Like, I honestly enjoy spending time in solitude and I enjoy getting to go deep into thought and reflect with just my thoughts, just my emotions, and see where I'm really at. Because when we're around different people all the time, which I love that too, but you're not really able to think for yourself and feel for yourself about where you're at, because when we're around other people, it's influenced and navigated based off of what they're feeling or thinking. Or, I don't know, in my case scenario, that is what tends to happen. So I love to just kind of refresh and replenish myself by doing like little solo things like this. So it's very exciting. I'm very happy to be here. But if I were to listen to my family and friends, like thinking it's weird that I'm coming out here on my own, then I wouldn't be able to do what I feel called to do, and therefore I would not be able to grow closer to myself. Like, if I were to listen to every single thing that every single person said in my life, I would not be who I am today, and I would definitely not be the woman of my dreams. So take that as it resonates. The sun is going down. I'm super excited because the sky is about to change into a beautiful, like, sunset sky, and I love sunset skies, even though I will say I'm more of a sunrise person. Anyway, moving on. Another thing when it comes to caring, sometimes we can care about something so much that we're all over it and we're like holding it really tight. But there's also a different form of caring, and that is when you release it and you let it be. You know, when you love something, set it free. It's kind of like that in a sense. There's so many different forms of caring, but when you grow and nurture something, you have to learn how it's meant to be grown and nurtured, right? So some things need to be left where they're at in order for it to be grown and nurtured. It's like different love languages with different things in your life. What does this thing need? How does this thing need to be cared for? Sometimes it doesn't mean holding on to it super tightly. Sometimes it means letting it be, letting it live, letting it grow, letting it thrive, and not rushing. You can care for something slowly. You can care for something by letting it go. You can care for something fast. You can care for something tight. Like, it just depends on what the thing is. So there's many different forms of caring, and it's really up to you to learn how each thing is meant to be cared for. So some other things that have brought me to being version 1 of the woman of my dreams, it really is in the category of not caring, but it's dressing well, because a lot of the time when I go out, people are like, why are you dressed so fancy? And I'll be like, because I just want to. And it's like not caring that other people are going to think it's too much, or someone's going to think this, or someone's not going to like that. It's like you really have to choose what you grow and nurture. If you're going to grow and nurture the comments that are not serving you and holding you back from being who you are, it's just not going to be fun, and you're not going to be able to blossom into that full potential of who you are. So don't care. Like, if it's too much for someone, it's perfect for the next. You know what I'm saying? If it's too much for this, it's perfect for that. Being who you are will place you with the right environments, with the right people, everything. But you will only get closer to that when you allow yourself to bathe in that authenticity and immerse yourself in that water. Even if it feels too hot or too cold or whatever the case may be, it will become the perfect temperature when you allow yourself to get used to it. Practice it. Practice not caring about the things that are no longer serving you, and practice caring about the things that do serve you, you know? And over time, that consistency will become so natural, and you'll be on to the next thing that you grow and learn from. Honestly, looking at my notes, ultimately what this all comes down to is just being you, trying new things. You're not going to know what's your thing until you try it, and have fun doing it. And just love on you. And loving on you is taking a chance on you, listening to you, knowing what you really need. And that only comes from being with you and going within and just going from there based off of what you've experienced. Where would you like to go next? The direction is up to you, but you can only get there by going out there and doing it. So take a chance on yourself. You've got this. And this year coming up for you, the man or woman, whoever is watching this video of your dreams, is coming up. And to get there, choose to not care. Choose to not grow and nurture the things that are not serving you, and choose to care about the things that are. You become powerful when you stop caring about the things that are not serving you. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember that you are completely capable of becoming the authentic, best version of yourself, and that everything is always working out for you, no matter what it seems like at any given point in time. I will see you guys in the next video. So pretty. The sunset is coming.